Yeah. When I've been up this magic. When up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Southern California as we've got playoff football ahead in the City of Angels. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Washington Redskins and the Los Angeles Rams. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go, tonight. 180. 56.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Come on, QB, come on. Shoot! Rush in. Tiger.
2nd down, it's Henderson. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field. 52.
On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. First carry for Darius Geis. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st down, Washington.
Here we go. Pick your game up.
On 1st down, Gibson will fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The throw by Haskins complete to McLaurin. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win.
And the Redskin first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
So we got man. Switch.
They'll try the left side. It's Gibson, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. On second down now, it's Gibson. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Cody Latimer, 33 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On second down, it's Henderson. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
Check it out, read.
We go, 76.
From the gun, here's Goff. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Montez Sweat drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Geis. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down now, it's Gibson.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, it's Gibson, and he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. This is brought in by Gibson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Gibson, and not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Looking to throw, Haskins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hold on. Check. Shoot. Check 9. Watch 25. Check 20. Yes, sir.
Goff going to give this one to Henderson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
He's checking. Hey, let's go.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. Kill.
14.
Turn up.
Listen. What's up?
The give, running right, it's Irvin. And some room to roam now. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Irvin on the carry. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run with Henderson. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Looking for Woods that time.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Haskins to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, this is Geis. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now it's Haskins. He gets it complete to Latimer. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Washington.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Now Haskins on first down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a give right side. Gibson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Ready? 33. Check back 33. Watch the out. Watch the out. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Samson Abukum in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 30. Yards that time, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. The second down carry for Urban. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Irvin. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Exit. Switch it. Come on.
On second down, it's Henderson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson, 67 yards. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. They go for just one here as it's up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a run with Geis. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the third quarter. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Redskins on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Haskins on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
That's it. Big hit.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run with Henderson. He finds an opening past the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Redskins' 22. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check 26, check 26. Check 3, check 3. 17.
This is Henderson. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Rams on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Henderson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
And to give this time to the tailback. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, let's get this. Get this. Check it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. He'll have a first down. And it's a fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
On first down, Irvin. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Again they run, again it's Irvin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Again, it's Henderson. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
On third down, Irvin. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Henderson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Switch, switch. Slam, slam, slam. Value 3, value 3. Hey, check 24.
Here's Irvin. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
12. Hey, Charlie. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Here we go.
Gone. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
They're running it.
Gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brent.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Switch up, switch up. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill.
They run once more with Henderson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it. Go. Like 20. 58, right there.
Maverick.
Kill. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Check.
Running left, this is Irvin. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done, now part 2. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. We know there's already a spotlight on this rookie quarterback, an even bigger spotlight here in overtime of this game. A costly pick.
No doubt about that, but here's the key. Game's not over. He may very well get another shot at this thing, so now he's got to go to the sideline, hope his defense picks him up, and be ready to go back out there and maybe make a similar throw, hopefully successfully the next time.
180.
56.
Now you won.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 2nd down now. It's Henderson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
You felt that one. I know you felt that one.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
Check 3.
Maverick wall. BC.
58.
Out of the gun. Gone. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. And he got it. The kick is gone. He splits the uprights. And in doing so, he sends them to the NFC title game. And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.
Mississippi and New Orleans. Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama.